he just got the range creep.
And the range creep denied. Look at him go.
Top lane.
DY, good job blocking the arrow. DY is gonna play bodyguard.
He's reactive armored.
Nice try.
Look out.
Look at this man.
DY's just challenging
This
him.
is so silly.
Fire blast and Fada can't hit him any longer. He has to hide.
He's
he goes
healing.
to the trees. He has a healing salve. So as soon as he gets the Morphling under, he's gonna pop that healing salve.
This is so... What 5 position can... With 180 HP...
Oh, Fada, is he gonna go for the... Okay, they stopped chasing him.
It feels like I'm stronger.
Yeah. No, it's weird. Alright, they're gonna try lane because they got Yang to... Wait, why are they trying lane?
I don't know.
Yang is gonna hate being against
Yang
the Slark.
Yang's life is not good.
Maybe they think the Shadow Shaman just wasn't gonna help.
Okay, here's what Yang has to do. He actually has to just take this wave, get into the next wave, and then just die.
Yeah, he has to cut from here on out.
Yeah.
He can never lane directly into the...
Here's what the Slark's gonna do though. Ace is gonna TP to the shrine and try to cut him off.
Yeah. But he saw him. Yang knows this, so now he's gonna TP back. He grouped the creep wave up.
And he's gonna kill. He's gonna let this one die to the tower, and the other 3 will die to the creeps over here. Yang is such a beast. And Ori got us.
Ori killed 33. He, with the help of Fade, they managed to dive mid lane. I'm not gonna lie, I was trying to figure out what Blitz was talking about. They dove that Abaddon for a long time.
It was like 30 seconds. All right, Observer Grant, relax. Don't try to lump me in with your failings.
Arrow misses.
How is this offlane OD doing? He's doing fine, actually.
Radiant fortified their structures.
Okay, so NIP, once again, like, they're doing fine in, like, 3 lanes, pretty much.
I think that's, like, the one thing about Ninjas of Pyjamas is that they always seem to do well in their lanes. Like, looking...
That's even more worrying, too.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Because normally what ends up happening is, like, oh, bottom lane?
DY just kind of sidesteps that one bottom lane. They're going to go for the dive onto Yang. Ace has the pounce coming up, but it's not like he needs it. Well, Yang just wanted the experience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The prize is mine.
Don't give up.
His levels are actually fine. He's
Yeah.
about to hit 5. If we look at the Slark, he's like the same level as the Slark.
Yeah.
I think that's gone exceedingly well for him.
It's just... This part's going to be really difficult.
Dire's top tower
The
needs
Slark
some
gets like level
friends.
5 and level 6.
Same as
You
you,
aren't in a
Time
position
Hunter.
to be able to cut the way. So instead, he's going to stack for himself and just farming neutral. That's fair. That's fair enough, my dude.
The problem is he's not fast enough anymore to do the creep pulting. The Slark will come for him.
Yeah.
And I actually think it's well worth it. Part of the problem is when you're not a completely sacked offlaner, Cap, you're giving up a lot every time you die. It's different if you're some like level 2 Tide Hunter at this point, but being a level 5 Tide, do you
Slides
think they
on
really
by.
kill him after? Anyways, like, probably not, right?
I mean, like, the silence would hold him there for a little while, but they don't have any, like, actual burst damage. Big downside of having an Abaddon is you don't really have a playmaker that's going to move around the map for you off of this mini solo experience. So.
Yeah, I almost feel like he should continue to try to go for this top lane. The problem is DY with this stout shield. I've never seen anyone care less about tanking arrows to the face. Ogre something. Somehow this like melee creep just like snuck through. It's rogue.
That. Gank top lane, Fauna's in trouble. He's going to be chain stunned here immediately. There is going to be the TP in of the Lich, but I just don't think he's going to be here fast enough. As the Imprisonment's going to wear out, Paparazzi's going to wait for him forward, but Fauna actually is surviving pretty well. He has
he's more than fine.
Strength Treads, Crown, Circlet, and Iron Branch. It's literally just all stat items.
Yeah, I was surprised you said he was going to still go down.
And didn't think he was that tanky.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I think it's more that that lane doesn't do that much damage, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I don't know what you're...
It's level 1 Ether Shock. It's an ogre.
Radiant's bottom
It's a
tower
morph.
faces a stiff
Morph.
wind.
It's a morph that can't go full agi with confidence.
Radiant's bottom
That's always
tower
what you
is
want to
under
do.
attack.
Set up a lane that morph feels always a little bit under the gun. Hey, a regen for Saksa. He's doing a good job trying to collect those power runes.
Handle this change.
If anything, just keep him away from Ori.
Yeah. I want to give Queen of Pain a big haste, double damage or something that's gonna get kills in the side lanes. Yang stacked up for himself, and now he's level 6, almost 7. There's also a stack over here. I appreciate that whenever forward positions say, I can't help you with your lane, if they could stack for me, that is helping, you know?
Yeah, you're getting something done on the map. And it feels as though you're not just getting, like, screwed for nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's the big part is, if you're for, like you said, you want him to feel like he's doing something for you.
Yeah.
And if he's not getting kills actively, then it's frustrating.
The best pro offlaner or pro 4 positions I've ever played with have always told me, hey, your lane's garbage, I can't help you, but I'm gonna dumpster mid.
Yeah.
You know? And it gives me that confidence of like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you're thinking to yourself, like, this is fine. Like, he told me that I'm gonna get crushed, everyone's aware of that. Now my job is, like, just keep the status quo.
Yeah.
And this bottom lane for Yang is, let me tell you, this is about as dumpstered as you can get.
Paparazzi left his lane at top, and 33 is going to try and take advantage of that. Yang's going to show up. He does have a Ravage, but honestly, they don't have a ton of damage here. Nobody of Vici Gaming can take advantage of a Ravage. That's why he's holding it until the TP's complete. Ori is now here. 33 is going to be forced to use his ultimate. The Ogre does end up dying behind the tower. The pull back in, there's the Ravage. And now 33 may fall. Here's the Aponic Shield, Moonlight Shadow. They don't have the vision, but they do have the Sonic Wave to run him down. The tower dies, and a buyback happens, and they got 2 kills. That's a pretty decent rotation. Peter's also going to die.
Yeah, they'll get this kill, but still not the worst situation in the world for NIP.
You know, when I said they don't have a playmaking mid,
Middle tower is
while that
under
is
attack.
true, they do have a mid that can move around and force towers down.
Yes. I mean, the best part about playing a Badin is you don't really ever love fighting into him. Any of these heroes with the resets ultis, they just feel bad to play around, you know? Like, it's like ganking a lifestealer or...
I mean, look what he's going to do here. He's got the Siege Wagon in mid lane. And he's just going to roll up with the Ogre. He didn't take it. He's got the Helmet Dominator, but he hasn't taken creep.
Look at this. Like, he doesn't care if he dies cap because the resources that it takes to kill on a Badin, like, you need at least 2.5 heroes.
Yeah. And if you don't do it, you're going to lose your mid tower. It's also going to feel terrible. What a pull-in into Arrow. That was sexy. Unfortunately, the Aponic Shield isn't there to be able to save Peter, but he'll gladly trade out 1 for 2, especially if they finish off his tower.
Ace is here.
Ace, he's going to try and roll up. 33 is going to try and help him a little bit. Miscoil Aponic Shield as well. Ace is going to continue to try and run down these heroes because Paparazzi has turned into an Abaddon as well. But still, forcing the rotation, still coming out on top in the hero trade-offs.
And they had to pop the Shaman wards. NIP they're going for it right now. We said this is what we wanted to see from them. Some raw aggression, play for the win, and so far so good.
Farming up some Serpent wards too. Paparazzi doesn't really want to be there defending that mid tower the entire time. He showed up for that one fight, but really he just needs to focus on farming because he needs to be able to out-carry an OD and Slurp. And I think that's something that you just have to be ahead of both. I don't think you can have an even game and challenge both of those at 35, 40.
It's just raw. Which is why I was sort of confused by the pick. I forgot, by the way, like, it's not OD that I think it's OP to turn into. I think it's the ABBA.
He did
that.
Just the shield is amazing for you.
Yeah.
Evil Omni Knight.
Evil Omni. God, the comparisons between the two go so far. They both have a shield of some sort. They both have a heal. They both have this slow. It's just Evil Omni Knight only cares about himself with until he gets Aghanim Scepter. Which is legit, let me tell you. Oh, Paparazzi's gonna dive in front of this one. He will. What a good guy. Strength morphs up, tanks the arrow, and allows the Queen of Pain to get away. That's a homie. But Nip just naturally have more space to work around.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I saw the health bar Paparazzi just go down to 0.
That's just a morph thing. He's like slowly starting to catch up, but he's well behind Ace.
Yeah.
Ace has had a relatively free game, especially being able to lane against a Tidehunter. Have you laned Tide against Slark? I did that recently as the Slark. It feels so good.
Yes.
Hitting
so
the Tide
against him.
feels amazing because you know nothing he does matters.
Yeah.
Nothing sticks. Everything, every ability that Tide has, you just shrug off.
Yeah.
It's impossible to cast Ravage.
He can't get rid of Pounce. He's just forced to sit there and watch his stats be stolen away. 33 quickly returns back to the mid lane. What you're going to see is this Abaddon just always make sure that the lanes are on Vici Gaming side of the map. He'll never let it get pushed too far into his side. That way he can maintain his aggression and taking... I think it's actually... I wish we could see sometimes some sort of stat about like how much neutral gold you get from Imi jungle. Because I think that's actually such an important idea because it's both getting yourself gold, of course, but it's taking away. It's taking away from the enemy.
Yeah. That's a pretty cool concept, Cap. I don't give you credit enough for it. That's a pretty dope idea.
Reminder that I was the first one to tell you about the smoke rotation around cattle.
Were you?
Yeah, dude. Dude, the first thing that happened with that, I immediately said, look at what they're doing. And you were like, that's a cool idea. They went on 33, and he's gonna, no, there's, I thought there was going to be a hiding spot there when he cut down a tree, but there's not.
No, dude, it just leads... if anything, it opens it up even more.
I was like, oh, there must be some sort of hiding hole here. No, there was nothing there.
And now they're... you could tell Yang wanted to use that ulti, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been holding on to this for so long. And it's not the good kind of holding on to it like last game. Last game was, we're taking towers and stuff, and I've yet to have to use my ultimate here. It's the opposite situation.
There's one thing I fear from NIP's lineup, is I don't know how they start a fight.
Yes. It's really bad. Really bad for them. 2K gold lead, 6-5, 16 minutes in. And the status quo is good for Ninjas and Pyjamas, but I think we're getting into a point where Ninjas are no longer going to have a super good control of how team fights start.
Yes.
I think it's going to be Vici Gaming determining all of that.
What needs to happen for NIP for them to win this game, and we're looking at it from their perspective because they literally have one win, is they have to just continuously get the Slark bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing right now. They need to be able to go for these pickoffs. Ace.
Ace is
around, he gets stunned up, but they actually have the arrow on Yang. Thanks to the chain frost, they saw these TPs in and said,
I like
this is a great opportunity. They cannot find us if they TP in one by one, and they're going to be able to get more. They have arrow. They have Pounce. They're going to get Pounce.
He's got him. That was such a cool move.
Yeah.
They all in committed under the tower there, and I think Vici assumed just because they had the defense of the tower that they were going to be in a fighting position, and now look at this. NIP I mean, they're going for it right now. I think they understand the limitation of the lineup. What makes them strong is their ability to just group like this and not have to worry about looking for how to start a fight.
Yeah, ignore paparazzi at bottom lane. What does that matter if they can't actually beat us in a fight?
Yes.
We know they use Ravage. How can they beat us if they don't have Ravage?
And I think now is an okay time to back. You don't have your Slark ulti. Wards have been dropped. You know that the enemy team's about to have Ravage back up. This is the first time in the series where I've seen NIP make like a decisive move. And they needed something like that. Now you can take the Shrine. Roshan is all of a sudden opened up. I believe somebody on their team should be going for... Okay, no one is.
They have a Solar Cross somewhere. I know they do.
Using echolocation.
No,
I saw it.
it was, you must have been thinking of the Tide.
Dyer's top shrine has fallen to us.
But they can still do it with
because
Abba.
I saw it at top lane.
Yeah.
He used it on the...
You can do it with Abba plus, like, his Vlads.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Abaddon is amazing with Solar Crest, but he's not going for it. He's going for Lotus Orb. Dude, this is one of the best heroes with Solar Crest.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
The negative interaction of using it doesn't affect you because nobody wants to hit you.
They're
gonna go for Yang again. Dude, they're just targeting this guy, and he's not gonna get a Blink Dagger at this rate.
get this Tidehunter big. And they're gonna pop him again.
He has no mana.
He
back
is
for a second, the
100%
Crack
dead.
Shell cleanses him, but can't really do anything.
So that's 6 perma agi already, Cap, at 19 minutes.
Yeah.
And it looks like they just want to go for it again. They know that there's no wards up. The Tidehunter's dead for 60 whole seconds.
I mean, he doesn't have
30
agility
buyback
right now.
He's got no buyback either. He's just gonna walk in.
Use the silence on 33, but I'm not sure what that really does. 33 is just going to keep running forward. He actually does have to use his borrowed time, though. And
It's getting a little bit too low.
They can't fight anymore.
Now you probably wait for the BKB since you saw the Orchid on the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
Get the BKB on Ace. Once he has BKB, he's going to be nigh and killable.
And BKB on Fada would be nice, but it's pretty distant. So let's take Roshan, get that BKB, and...
Yeah, you took the Shrine for a reason. This is the next move to take.
20 seconds still on the Tidehunter, which means Ninjas run in there with confidence, and Vici Gaming will just search for bounty runs.
Invisibility.
Worthy tribute.
Picking up the scraps. Aghanim Scepter for Saksa, so they're going to have a 4 position that it scales nicely. If you get this Ags this early, it means you're almost guaranteed, okay, they're trying to get here in time, but it's too late. Peter is going to be fire blasted. Fana makes an opening there. They're going to try and go for the arrow onto him with the bounce as well, or he's already dead. They actually threw the chain
it's going to keep hitting.
and it's going to be able to bounce between Yang and DY multiple times. DY is slowed down, and they actually put the Frost Armor on that.
I like this a lot.
Over Frost Mage, so he's going to be able to keep running it down, but Ace actually managed to get off that Shadow Dance. He may lose his first life until the big hammer gets dropped. Tide falls. Sonic Wave does take away just the Aegis, but Sox is going to be able to finish off Vayne inside the trees. Paparazzi and Ori, they know they can't fight any longer. They have to retreat. DY, who bought back for this one, just gave another permanent agility to Ace.
And this was the double buyback too. Like you said, they only lost the Aegis for this, and the timing of this couldn't have been more perfect because Ace is about to finish his BKB, which, it's his own Aegis in a way. They're going to push out this top lane. They're going to connect. There is no wards, no Ravage, no buyback on the Queen of Pain if she dies again. Her gold has just been completely shuttered. They're ignoring Paparazzi. This has been their entire strategy, and Paparazzi's 1-0-0, but he's going to have 0 impact.
Dude, he picked up a Linken's, and this just means there's no damage from this carry. They're playing way too fast. They did not expect this one. They actually got an arrow.
He got the arrow.
They are going to try and run forward, but if he activated by Ace, instead he's going to go for Yang, take down this tanky Tidehunter. No frontliner available for Ori, Paparazzi, and Fade as they're just left to watch as Nip will take their time bringing down this barracks to top lane.
Saksa, he's looking for it right now. They're going to rear
Blink Dagger into another arrow. No, Fade actually runs forward. Managed to get the Hex off to make sure there's no chaining arrow. Ori will survive, but DY is the one who takes it instead. The arrow actually nailed Fade. So Fade will fall. Saved his cores, yes, but another 3 dead on the side of Vici, and Ninjas and Pyjamas are massive 13,000 net worth lead for them, 18-5, 22 minutes. They've already taken lane of Brax, and this is a late game lineup too. They have OD and Slark.
I think that it's a little bit of a, what is the word, like a mirage though.
Yeah,
Like when it comes to the ultra late game, they will lose because they just don't have stuns.
Agreed.
And so they're taking advantage of their lineup in the only way they know how, which is group up, fight. And I think this is the complete perfect read of their lineup. And this is just...
I mean, Vici Gaming fell head over heels for that Mirage. They saw this and they're like, they're going to be slow. They're not going to be able to do anything. Paparazzi's like, don't worry, guys. I'll just split push. I'm going to go Lincoln's E-Blade. By the time they're pushing high ground, I'm going to be online. Not the case at all.
No, they've given him no room to breathe whatsoever as Ace has shown up to this bottom area.
Blink Dagger now for Saksa. See, it was going to be Blink Dagger first for Saksa. He got it before the Tidehunter. It was just the wrong game.
You're so dumb.
I'm so smart. I was looking into the future.
Is about to flounder.
They're just going to go for...
Yang really needs this Blink Dagger.
Yeah, he does. Well, also, he can at least get into the backline. Part of the problem is that when you walk in as a Tide against a Slark like this, you're forced to use your ulti so much sooner than you'd like.
Yeah.
It's never in an ideal situation as they're going to go for the split push, and once again, NIP is just going to ignore that entirely and just go for it.
All right, this time they hit the Blink Dagger. So what I think might happen here is Bottom might jump forward and do his imprisonment thing, and he's going to get punished for it.
Yeah, and Fada doesn't have a BKB himself yet.
Yeah. He does have 33, though. He can pop borrowed time and a Photic Shield right away as he lands on the ground. Like, that is something that you can always pop it to get rid of stuns and save an ally.
Yeah, and now they're going to go for the Shrine instead. It'd be cool if the silence worked on the Shrine.
What, so you can activate Sanctuary?
That'd be pretty dope. I mean, come on, Abba's, like, active is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like, make it...
Under attack.
Realistically, it makes no difference. What is it, like a 5% chance that it actually does something in the game? Give him random buffs. Let him pick up 2 boots.
One for him and one for his horsey.
Yeah.
Scanning for enemy.
Give him some, like, horseshoes.
What if there was a hero that could do that? That could have unlimited boots and had no movement speed cap?
I'd first pick it.
That's like his thing. He
As
has
long as it came
significant
with, like-
weaknesses, otherwise.
Well, yeah, the fact that, like, people are going to get convinced to buy 6 sets of boots. That's the significant weakness, let me just tell you.
Dude, remember when Treads was like the most value item? People literally would just get Treads for the stats.
Yeah.
The Meepo Treads build
Then it became Dragonlance.
became Dragonlance. There's always that item. Right now, that item is just Wraith Bands and Bruisers. That item, no. That item is Solar Crest, sorry. That's the real value. It just does too much for the cost. Lotus Orb is up for the Ben, which was his choice over the Solar Crest this game. We rarely see Solar Crest being overlooked, but he felt like the Lotus Orb was really important against the Shadow Shaman and the Orchid, so I don't fully blame him for it. It is really good against a lot of the single target Vici. And again, how do they stop Ace? How do they stop him if he's being a Photic Shield, has a BKB, and even Lotus Orb?
Trick question. You don't.
You don't. You just split push and hope they run back.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not gonna lie, Paparazzi, I think he actually needs to hit this tower. Like,
Yes.
I feel like he needs to take more risks in this game.
I think Paparazzi is...
Radiant's bottom tower faces a
like, he's not
stiff
pacing
wind.
this game correctly.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty clear when he picked up a Lincoln's and he was losing barracks, you know? It's like, well, I have a Lincoln's.
Key.
Good for you, I guess. Ninjas and Pyjamas not going to go for that high ground push just yet. They know they have really good control of the game. They know they scale well with OD and Slark, so they still have plenty of time. to build up some more. So no point in trying to rush things. They have a minute until Roshan starts its spawn timer. So just control. Don't throw this game by going high ground unnecessarily.
Do you think they should wait for the next Rosh?
Yeah, I mean, if they went high ground, lost the fight, and it was an early Roshan spawn and Vici Gaming got it, that is 100% a throw. You are throwing a 85-15 game. Okay, you're throwing a 99-1 game.
Oh my lord.
I was gonna say 90-10, and I was like, maybe that's not giving Vici Gaming enough. But Dota Plus says otherwise.
Dota Plus thinks that we should actually just go.
Yeah. No, that's the 1%. Going high ground, losing the team fight, giving up Roshan. That's the 1%.
They never saw this coming.
Oh, Blink Dagger for 33, really? Okay. I mean, one of the cool things about Blink Dagger Abaddon, you can always use it. It's like having an Oracle on your team. Oh, you can always use it when you get False Promise, same with Borrowed Time. Not taking damage. I'm presuming he's going to use this to try and pressure, like, Shadow Shaman.
Plus, it's just nice, like, you know, you pop your ulti, you shield one guy, Lotus the other. I don't think it's, like, a terrible idea, by any means.
1 second Pounce Leash for the Slark, who's got Scotty, Diffusal Blade, BKB. Fada has BKB, Veil, Blink, and it's going to start working towards Scythe. That is still a little far away, though. Our Morphling is... well, he's got Ethereal Blade.
For enemy.
Buy it out. Don't worry about buyback, because honestly, if you don't have an offensive item, you're not going to win a fight anyway.
Oh, and look at this timing. NIP, instead of waiting for the Roshan, what they're hoping for is Vici takes a fight outside of the base.
Yeah. Like, the thought is Paparazzi's bottom, and he's like, they're probably doing Roshan, or they're round Roshan right now.
I like this game sense, though.
But he had good reads.
Yeah, good read.
So now Vici, in turn, are saying, oh, they all went bottom? I thought they knew they went bottom, but they're going to run to the top. Oh, because Battery Ruins. Battery Ruins responding, so they're going to try and get this and then grab whoever shows up for the other one. And it's going to be easy. They actually got hexed up. They gets him with the shackle. That is just what they needed. What a beautiful read from Vici Gaming.
That was so well done. And it all starts because Paparazzi doesn't get picked off at bottom.
Yeah.
He made that read.
Just like that, we got another 1% back. It's a 98-2 game. Roshan is taking a sweet time, but
Do you know whose items have not gone up at all?
Finally here.
This Tide.
No, sure. You got a medallion. You got a medallion.
That's something.
That's a thing. Roshan, anybody? That's Lark's dead. Well, sadly, Vici Gaming can't. You know, like, you're really far behind. You kill the enemy carry, and you can't actually go and take an objective, Roshan, or even just tower. You can't even play very offensively.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when Newbie versus Keen game 1.
That was such a weird series.
Okay. 33. He has a lot of survivability, so bar time goes back up to full. Phonic Shield, Lotus Orb, but everything being used on himself.
I'm not really sure what that was. It's very unlikely that they kill him. In fact, impossible in that situation.
Maybe they just wanted borrow time down.
It's up in 20 seconds.
Well, maybe a team fight will happen in 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Which took the 20 CDR.
20 CDR. I'm with it. I 1000% agree.
He's not trying to win the game.
No.
Sorry. He's not the reason why. Like, they don't need him as a core.
He does not need to do the damage.
Yeah, he just needs to get in front.
has seen from his
annoying.
items, like this Lotus Orb, but you literally just need to be able to protect your carries, and that's why the jump forward from Fada with the BKB. That's your damage dealer. They're going to be able to get the Shadow Shaman as well as D-Wise Ogre.
This is what opens up Roshan for you.
Yeah. If it wasn't free before, it's free now.
Did they see the ward?
I could have hit Roshan with my eyes closed.
Buyback. Vici Gaming know that they have to take a risky fight if they want to come back into this game, so they're going to blow one buyback here. I'm not sure what Ogre's waiting. But
I mean,
guess he
currently
doesn't
Tide
have to
showing
use
mid.
it. Yeah.
I guess Ogre just thinks that no fight is going to happen, and he would be
Dire's
correct.
middle tower is drowning.
Ninjas and Pyjamas are being very cautious. They have a lot of respect for Vici Gaming, especially after that game one. Being whomped like that will make you a little bit timid. They're going to make sure they don't let that 2% chance happen. Because again, they still have build-up.
Dire are scanning for
They're going to get
enemies.
some form of catch, too, with this Hex on Fada.
Yeah.
And this is going to be another power spike for the OD. Waiting on the hang on the
Oh,
arrow.
it's
Gonna
going to
connect.
nail Yang. Is that the hero they really want to go on? Well, that's the hero they're going to BKB and try and go for, but he does have a Ghost Scepter. Really nice way to protect himself. The Euphonic Shield actually be given by Paparazzi, allows him to be able to get away. Peter is going to be saved by 33 here. Arrow comes out, Ori is going to be pounced on. He's pushed away. Now goes the Ravage down. They actually are going to be able to bring down Fada in a second. The Imprisonment. Oh no, is he going to be able to blink away? It's looking like unless they wait for him over the top. Very smart play from Paparazzi. And a buyback coming out from Peter. Vici Gaming. They definitely won that fight. It may cost them a buyback on Ori, but they're so far behind. That trade-off has got to be worth it.
The gold lead, yeah, it goes back to them. Like, they get 700 off that. 700 total. Plus, like, 3,000 XP.
That's another percent.
That's another percent.
Keep the grind going.
I said the gold lead. I meant the overall gold right there. But the problem is, even with the buyback on Ori, it doesn't really matter because they can't get Roshan. That's the bigger problem, is that normally when you go for this buyback, it's to get Roshan. But for him, it's to prevent Roshan. But all you have to do, if you're an IP, is wait the 20 seconds necessary, and the next fight you take will be Sands wards and Tide Ravage.
Yeah, they actually have to get a pick off right now.
I'll take that.
The Hex was at the tail end of that Dark Pack. That is unfortunate. This is, I think they have to give up Roshan. No Ravage, no buyback on Queen of Pain. I don't know how they win that fight. But then again, I don't know how they win the game if Nip has an Aegis cheese. So Paparazzi, I think you need to get a pick off here. Saksa, leap. Into the trees he goes, and he actually gets out. They needed that pick off in the Slark, or they needed that kill on the Marauder. Really badly, because if Nip group up, there may not be anything to stop them then. Vici Gaming going to start dropping sentries. They knew this Moonlight Shadow's coming. They're going to throw out the arrow. Doesn't actually hit anything. Blinking backwards, Paparazzi. He's got waveform. He actually gets pounced on. He's in a bit of trouble. Has BKB, activates it. That doesn't feel great.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff
Could just go
wind.
back for Roche now. That BKB is now done too, but
Spoil that shot.
instead, Saksa in fact goes bottom lane.
Yeah, there was double siege wagon
Radiant's
push.
bottom tower is under
I
attack.
feel like they just go Roche though. No BKB on Morph.
Yep.
Have to think about the greater objective at this point.
Radiant structures are
I think it's like one of those things where it's like, I just literally need 10 seconds to kill these siege wagons, and then I'm going to come right back to Roshan. Yang, he has Ravage actually. That's back up. Fade's going to be able to throw the Serpent Wards inside the pit. Lotus Orb bouncing back that shot to Paparazzi, but he had a Lincolns of his own. Fade actually dies as Saksa has a godlike spree with the Blink Dagger Ethereal Blade. He is very scary in 33. He just places himself very offensively forward. The arrow's going to nail Yang. He has Ghost Scepter. He has Ravage, so they can't overcome it and trying to bring him down. Oh, he's dead. The borrowed time got overwhelmed there, and they will be able to bring him down. The buyback coming out from the Tidehunter. At the same time, Ori, one more shot from Ace would have been able to finish him off. Paparazzi tried to jump in, but Fada does manage to imprison, blinks away, he's fine. Vici Gaming still have that Ravage to work with, though, so Nip are not going to be able to get that Roshan for free. Still not yet.
And Paparazzi opted to become the Lich, just so he could get the gaze. He's gonna walk in.
That if you guys don't know, if you actually the trip time is 400 HP, right? If you actually do over 400 damage to a bat, you can kill him and borrow time. Well, Brock, they're gonna try and finish up this Roshan. Whoa, he hit Prison Roshan!
What? I didn't even know you could do. Fada just disappeared him. He OD'd the Roshan. It's gonna be picked up right in. Oh,
They snatched away the Aegis. Paparazzi has the extra life, and now Nip, can he actually still win this fight against it? Paparazzi, first life, he plays himself, buys himself a little bit of time. Leap 1, leap 2, waveform, not quite up. He doesn't actually have the mana for it, but Vici Gaming are gonna hold for him. DY, Vici Gaming, they get away with the Aegis. They have bought themselves another percent. Dare I say more if they actually kill Fada right now, but Ori doesn't want to overcommit for that one.
Yeah, they're loath to just walk up the high ground like that and
show me another percent. Oy, 4%.
I can't believe that actually happened. I've honestly I can't say that I've ever seen Roshan get astraled. Have you?
No, I haven't.
That is because normally there's absolutely no reason for you to have to do it.
No, there's no reason. Almost no reason ever.
That's like one of those really weird things I've just never seen. Big guy just got snapped.
And that just bought enough time for, well, I mean, it didn't buy enough time. Paparazzi was able to get in there. Technically, they got the Roshan bounty. I don't know where the cheese went. Do you see it anywhere? Cheese on Fada.
1% after another. You just gotta chip away at those leads. Hi, Rich. Rich just kissed me.
Rich, that was, yeah. You heard a kissing sound? That was not actually just a kissing sound being made for sound effects. That was Rich kissing. Is that how we roll?
That's how we roll, guys.
Vanish.
What it do? Alright, so they're gonna Moonlight Shadow around the timing of... I mean, they were hoping that maybe like one person would come down from B to secure the runes.
Do you get the feeling that Nip is like almost... like they've lost some of their nerve?
Yes.
For the dead,
The thing is,
like
this
they
game
were
is still...
playing to win, and it's like they got so far ahead, the game felt so free for them that they just like...
This game is absolutely still winnable for them, though.
Oh, yeah, they still are the 96%. 33.
He is reflecting so many abilities.
Yeah. He no longer has to borrow time, though, so they have to be a little bit wary about taking a pipe up. Vada, or Ace, rather, is going to challenge Paparazzi. Look at Saksa. Bounce in, almost blow up a hero, bounce out. This is the scary thing about this Ethereal Blade Aghanims Murata.
The wild part is that Saksa has no defensive items. Is the arrow not going to connect, barely whiffs onto Ori, who has a Shadow Blade now. He's going to try to go for the Silver Edge. And the interaction here being, of course, that you pop the Silver Edge onto the Abaddon so that his borrow time doesn't automatically go off. Then you silence him, and all of a sudden he's stuck.
Yep.
Can't do anything. If you time it right, you can just blow him up immediately before he gets anything off.
Yeah, and that's been like what has allowed Fada, Saksa, and Ace to play so free is that 33 just kind of plants himself in the front. Soaks up spells. They now have the Scythe as well as a Dagon, so really big upgrades for Nip. A lot more burst damage for Saksa. Really solid initiation. You said that was important for Nip. The Moonlight Shadow going out. Fada is currently looking for the pickoff Ori with his Shadow Blade now Silver Edge build completed. This may come as a shock to 33. I'm not sure if he's going to see this one coming. He does have Lotus Orb, though.
Yeah.
But
it just depends on if they can time the disable right.
Yeah.
With like 1 hex.
Yeah.
This game all of a sudden became like a nail biter.
Oh, another percent.
1 more percent added to the list.
95.5.
Stream, we're about to see. For some reason, I have this horrible sinking feeling.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fine, but there's some part of my brain that's telling me that Vici is gonna do it somehow.
My gut is telling me that Nip have like, they've almost lost their nerve to a point that they're gonna screw this up, and I just can't shake that feeling. And I don't want them to do that because Lord knows Nip, dude, they
just keep bouncing
win, man. All right, 33.
This is really weird.
They're throwing a lot of spells at him.
I don't know if Vici know what that hero does. That's happened one too many times now.
They really seem to have this concept that like forcing borrowed time is a good play.
That thing quite literally has 32-second cooldown.
Okay, the Aegis is now expired. They have the scythe on Fada. Now is go time. The only reason we slowed down this before was we had an Aegis on Morphling. There was no reason to fight into that. Let's go win the game. You know, it's funny how like we backing the underdogs of Nip, but then we also kind of backed Vici Gaming when they were down to 99-1. It's like whoever the underdog is, we're down.
100%.
And now it feels like this game is tearing me up. The Night Shadow, ninjas in pajamas with Aegis down. They know this is their time to strike. This is the time to win their second game of their group stage against one of the favorites of the tournament. They're going to be able to play game going immediately for DY. DY going to get blown up. He does not have buyback. Peter almost executed by Paparazzi, but it's not good enough. Paparazzi's going to go back in. Ori, he breaks him. Ravage goes down. First of the time, they're going to be able to get him. 33 is gone. He does have buyback, but is he going to blow it? Ace is building up so many stats, though. That's scary. Fade, he's going to try and hold Sox up, but there's too much damage there. So now both supports are dead on the side of Vici Gaming. 33 isn't here, but it doesn't seem like he's needed.
And the cores are still alive. Got to be a little bit careful here for NIP, but they are still one man up.
One man for two. Gold and experience beneficial to Vici Gaming.
Sox has been brilliant, by the way.
Yeah.
He's doing this like hit and run Mirana, just causing chaos everywhere. Never really letting himself get locked down ever. He has no defensive items, by the way, guys, and he's still doing it.
I think a lot of times it's because he's actually like trying to blow up the Shadow Shaman. Like, how could a Shadow Shaman sit there in shackles at you when he's already dead?
Wow.
What a con.
For the dead.
He almost has Dagon 5 now. Like, he could buy it. He wants to make sure he has buyback. Again, Nip, you really don't want to throw this game. And Ace, getting caught up here will do you no favors. But he's got a double damage and 66 agility still, so I think Vici Gaming's really itching for an engagement, right? Nobody was forced into buying back in that last fight. Part of the problem for Vici Gaming is they are missing buybacks purely because they're starved right now. They've been sieged inside their base. The rations are running low. Beginning to resort to cannibalism. It's not a pretty sight. Meanwhile, the rich get richer. Ace, he's got a bash. There's soon going to be an Abyssal Blade. Shivas for Fada. Talked about the Dagon 5. Heart for 33, just to make sure he's not going to get blown up like
Why
that
not?
again. Yeah.
Although couldn't he get like Lincolns or something? I guess it doesn't matter. Heart's fine.
Illusion.
He just needs time to be able to get the Lotus off.
And next time we'll also probably see Fada try and focus an imprisonment onto him. You know? Like, now that they're aware of that concept, they should game plan. Roshan number 3.
Let's do it.
Vici Gaming got to get here.
The refresher is... It's okay. I guess you would give it to the OD, to the double.
Yeah.
Double hammer, double hex, double BKB.
Might as well.
Vici will be nowhere near here. What's... okay, wait for this to finish and then we'll check it out. because they're going to be here way too late.
Mortality.
As the full retreat happens. All right.
What do we have? What'd you want to show? Oh, the win probability, is that it? Take away a person. Ninjas in pajamas and all their patience may just begin to pay off. We got the refresher OD. I think they have 2 cheeses. Am I wrong? 2 cheeses. Peter's holding one because Peter is going to give it to somebody in the middle of a fight, I think. I'm not really sure Peter's using it on himself.
Haste.
Waiting to see if NIP actually go for it right now is, you know, they played with reckless abandonment earlier.
He goes in, breaking the Lincolns, gets the site, but a defensive force staff and Glimmer Cape is there for Paparazzi. Now Fade is going to jump forward, but it's now Nip's turn to throw out some defensive items on Ace. He still has an Aegis after all. All of this was being done while Yang is just pushed out top. He didn't even try and come home. He's close to 25 too. That is a really, really big upgrade. I guess the 250 damage?
Yes.
So I don't think the CDR is actually going to do a whole lot.
Why not? Swing for the fences. I feel like you still want to go for it.
It feels like Nipper just like... They're waiting until that one sick arrow. Failing that, they'll just keep on poking at this here.
Oh, it hit. It hit.
It did hit, but there's a force staff. He was facing the right direction.
And once again, we'll reset.
Reset again.
A golf clap for NIP.
So now we've got the triple arrow. Now,
Are they going to go in when he hits the trip? Dude, that almost hit.
it almost. Great case. Hex him up, but Fana makes his initiation. He's going to go for the Queen of Pain this time around. Almost blows him up with a hammer, but he does manage BKB and gets out. The imprisonment on Paparazzi. He now turns into his smart form, trying to deal with Ace. Impossible, but all Saksa just rolled in and blew up the Tidehunter. They lost the Aegis for that, but it's probably going to force a buyback out of the Tide.
Saksa is doing it all and some right now. 11, 0, and 10.
Damn.
He just continues to roll. He's got a Dagon 5, I believe, yes?
Dude, that's what we're talking about, man. All offensive items.
Saksa said, he heard my comments about they need an MVP, an all-star performance to get through this.
And he's going to do it again. Oh. Imprisonment save from Paparazzi. He's even there to make sure to block the arrow if necessary. He's got waveform charges. Waveforms in, waveforms out, but the siege wagons are still there. Arrow lands on a Paparazzi, the long shackles, but there is 33 who has his 25 talent of the aphotic shield, by the way. And he did go the damage on the Tide. So he's going to try and be a carry. He's going to try and help this Paparazzi Morphling win the game. Another arrow lands, this time on DY's Ogre.
Bounce back as Ace just continues to hit
Another pick off. This one's on DY. Still no buyback out of the Tidehunter.
He's being patient right now. Fana still has a refresher.
He's waiting for that misplay from Ninjas in Pajamas, but will it ever come? They're going to go for it now. They manage it the 3-man Sonic Wave. Paparazzi still being controlled up the Ravage, going down and finish off the OD and controlled up the rest of them. Ace is still good to go, though. He's already stolen so many stats. Managed to get a bash, but he just got shackled and nobody can really save him for a while. 33 finally has the aphotic shield back up, and Ace now turns, finish off DY. Die back for him. Ninjas in Pajamas will collect that. Not collect that gem.
Dire's bottom barracks have fallen.
Now collect the gem. Got it. and continue to hit the base. No buyback from Fnatic here. And they're still trying to hit the base. 33 is targeted. He does have a chance. Borrow time, heals up the full off the chase.
The arrow hit again.
An arrow. Managed to land on Paparazzi and the Shadow Shaman. Paparazzi getting bashed as well. Now pounced on, or he's going to break that ace, but look at him. He's chunking down this Morphling. 2 health bars does not protect you against Ace, as he has stolen 150 agility.
And they want to stick around because of it. He's got a moonshot on top of this. Continue to use your stacks. He's got it for 80 seconds. The Miranda's going to come in with a fresh set of mana, and he's just going to walk in. The arrow not going to connect, but this is all just buying time right now. He's got the
long range pull. Peter, he snagged him. He's got the 20 talent that gives you the cast range, and I don't think that was expected for the Queen of Pain. No buyback for her.
The arrow barely going to whiff again as the Hex finally goes on to Saksa. This could be the first kill on him.
The arrow trying to kill Saksa, but he gets away. Now the Chain Frost, Abyssal Blade being used on Yang.
The arrow hits again.
Double arrow. Saksa jumps in, finishes off the Tide Hunter, pull in on Paparazzi.
They got Paparazzi too.
That's GG. Vici Gaming will fall to the bottom team.
Saksa hit the arrow again, just for good measure, on the Paparazzi.
MVP performance, Saksa.
13, 0, and 15. This guy was in 28 of his team's 34 kills on top